that means.
Has it begun?
Has it be good?
Has it begun?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It has begun. I, uh, I,
It
yeah,
has
begun. It has.
begun. It has.
I think my ears are a little stuffed. Um,
Stuff.
from work.
How's it stuff from work?
Like, or
Like what?
like tired, if that makes sense. Where they're like, I heard all the loud sounds all day, so now my head is like, it's hard to hear
Uh,
things.
because you took off your headphones.
Yeah, I had my headphones off a lot of the day, so like it's hard. It's kind of hard to hear. Like I can hear you fine, but like like everything kind of comes in as a like a raw sound.
Muffled.
Yeah, we'll get through it. We'll figure it out. Welcome back to another episode of the ADickDid podcast
Podcast.
with Anon, co-host of the year.
Co-host of the year.
We got notes over here. We're gonna make a
I
fucking
need the I need the fucking plaque.
need the fucking plat. Shh, fuck. What's the word? What's the line?
What line?
Oh fuck. There's a line. One sec. I don't want to give it away. I want to say the line. I want to have the line on speed dial for next time.
You want to see if there's still the Google Doodle?
Oh, that's a great one. Yeah, we should. Google.
First started off with the Google Doodle,
Let's start it
which
off
was
with
there
that Google.
earlier.
Oh shit! There is a Google Doodle.
Is it
Shout
the
out
same one or is it a
Google.
new one?
It's the same one. It's celebrating the flat white.
The what?
The flat white.
The flat white?
Do you not know what that is?
America?
No. It's a coffee drink.
Oh, I thought it was the US of A.
Uh, the doodle for Monday, March 11th, celebrates the date in 2011 in which the flat white was added to the Oxford English Dictionary. A flat white is a coffee drink made up of an espresso shot topped with steamed milk and a thin layer of microfoam, according to Google's description of the doodle.
Why would that be in the dictionary? Wouldn't that be just fucking coffee? Or
Well, I mean, everything's kind of going into the dictionary as it gets
so
invented.
you think a cappuccino is gonna be in the dictionary?
Yeah,
Is it in the dictionary?
absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
Cappuccino?
Dude, the
These
dictionary big. It's a big book.
shouldn't be in the dictionary.
What?
They shouldn't be in a dictionary
Why not?
because they should be in fucking recipe books. What the fuck? A
Huh?
coffee's a coffee.
That's
That's
fair.
my rant. My rant of the minute.
I don't fully
You
understand.
disagree?
I don't disagree. I just don't think I fully understand the rant.
Coffee's
I
a
want to
coffee.
agree, but
Why you adding fucking all these other coffees just because they're made differently?
I mean, we fucking add all these stupid ass words in.
It's still a coffee.
It's what, but it's still words. You still speak words. Every word you speak is in the dictionary. Well, that's not
But I
true.
thought dictionaries usually like one word.
Maybe it's a
Yeah.
thesaurus. I don't know.
Why would
You
you
make
add
a great point
flat
though.
white? Okay, I can't. I understand cappuccino, but it's still a fucking coffee.
Where the fuck did this? Yeah, I guess you're right. It is just a coffee. My first impression was that's kind of weird that that's in the dictionary, but so I guess I kind of get where you're coming from.
Because who's gonna? I'd I'd say it should just be in the recipe book, honestly. Because if you're gonna say what is a flat white, the recipe book's gonna show up. Why should a dictionary explain what a flat white is? That's
No, that's fair. Yeah, Oh no, yeah, I get your point. Yeah, it's like, is every food in the world in the dictionary? Like fucking tacos in the dictionary, and then it
Yeah,
tells you the
that's what
recipe
I'm
for
saying.
taco,
And then
or
fucking
like
different tacos.
yeah, like, oh, a breakfast taco is a taco made of. Okay, yeah, no, that definitely could get
Now
fucking.
you get what I mean?
I 100% get what you're saying now, dog. That's fucking yeah, no, that's wild. For
That
every
was the
fucking
right.
thing, like deep fried rice, fucking white rice, fucking bread. Oh my god, yeah, no, that's fucking insane. Just have
Just because
rice.
you change something, it's gonna change the whole fucking definition of it. No, fuck that. It's fucking coffees for everything. God damn. Ooh, ooh. But that's yeah. That's if they actually have it in the dictionary. But
A
it said it did, right? In
the
the the important dictionary too.
it the line I was thinking of earlier that I wanted on speed dial. A plaque and platinum status is whack if I'm not the baddest.
Bars. Bars.
Hella bars. Marshall Mathers coming with the bars.
Marshall Mathers. Slim Shady. Shade 45. Five Fingers of Death.
Tech Nine. What?
Shade 45.
Sway.
You ain't got the answer, Sway.
You ain't got the answers, Sway.
I forgot
Who
what we
said
were
that?
talking about at work.
Oh yeah, the fucking token thing. I was gonna show you a clip of token and but the Sway's universe thing was childish Gambino going hard on fucking Sway in the morning.
Uh,
I'll while we do this podcast, I can multitask. I'll go to YouTube and I'll start sending you links so you can watch these not on the podcast, but yeah. Uh,
I
but I could
forgot what we were talking about though. We were talking about something else too.
like who's the baddest at diss tracks? It started with that one diss track that you said was like the OG diss track or the one of the best diss tracks, and it was like it was all right. It was pretty good, but I wouldn't say it was the best.
Mhm.
I think that's where we started.
I forgot. Yeah, but we were talking about something else too. I just can't remember.
Hobson and Token,
Half his token.
yeah, doing their little live stream things.
That's the one you're trying to show me though.
Yeah. What else were we talking about?
No, we're talking about something else.
We were talking about how broke back Matt quit his job, left his key, and quit. I'm pretty sure we
He
talked about
left his
that.
key. He left his key and dipped.
Left his key and did.
He wanted you to say, "Don't go. We need you."
Yeah, he wanted me to fucking back him up and be like, "Nah, dog, if you leave, I have to leave," and that wasn't happening.
It feels a lot smoother.
Yeah, things almost went better today than they ever have. Like, not that he was causing problems, but he certainly wasn't solving them.
He wasn't making shit easier, but he wasn't making shit harder.
Yep.
Well, he's making shit harder by not doing shit.
Yeah. Or by like complaining and then like half doing things.
Right? He only quit because he because he was told to do his fucking job.
I mean, literally,
Then he
literally.
called in the day before that, and then Jeffrey called in.
No, no, no. He called in like 3 times in the past 9 days or some shit, and then fucking
Matt.
yeah. And then Jeff called out
He
the
calls
day
out.
at 10 when he's supposed to be there at 10. Uh,
Hmm.
big no no. Uh, and then
Big
Matt
fat.
comes in and spends the whole shift bitching about how he should have been the one who called out and how he's in like all this fucking like I get it. You got back problems. You got body issues. Like and like I said, I'm never gonna be mad at him for quitting. I'm never gonna be upset at him for quitting. I think it's funny as fuck. Uh, for me, it's like all he did was waste his time, his wife's time, his family's time, our time.
Art.
Like like if he wasn't capable of doing that job, he should have foreseen that he was not capable of sustaining that job. Fuck, I'm gonna fucking fumble that word hard. Like if you can't foresee yourself doing that for a long period of time, don't try. Don't waste your own mental acuity doing something for so long that you hate or that you can't do. Like if it's hurting you to do it, just don't do it. Find another job. Like I understand it's not easy. I'm not saying it's like, "Oh, I'll just go outside and there's another job waiting for me." Like I get that shit ain't fucking like free or simple, but sometimes you got to like make the hard call and say I'll take like less pay to not kill myself. Like or I'll fucking spend like uh, four times as much time at work than I want to do, but it's not going to fucking tear my body apart. Like you
I
kind of
think
have
he
to
needs
make
to.
smart decisions. Like why the
I
fuck
think
did
he
you
needs
go
to
into a
work at
job
Safeway or not Safeway, fucking
Fred,
Subway.
at Fred Meyer's? No, he couldn't be a sandwich artist. The fuck?
Yes, he
His
can.
wife was the sandwich artist.
And she couldn't make it.
No, she was good. His wife made a good sandwich. Not gonna lie, great
She
sandwich.
made good sandwich,
Yeah, she used this like pepper jack cheese, and it was oh, I love pepper jack cheese.
but man, ain't got the dog in
What?
him.
I feel like you've been just throwing memes at me today, and I'm not catching any of them. Like I missed all of them, bro. You said this. You said the name of a song to me at
What do you
work,
think?
and I went for who or what? And then you were like, it's the name of the song.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, I forgot. I forgot what song too. Oh, when I said no Vaseline, you're like no
for what?
Vaseline.
Yeah, for what?
You're like for what? I'm like the song.
Like I'm not catching anything today. I'm just dense.
What do you think is the perfect job for him?
Honestly, I think he should be an accountant. Sit at a desk and do math all day. He's not bad with. He's pretty good with
He's
numbers.
probably not good. No,
He's not
I
bad with
can't.
no.
I don't want him to do my taxes. With
He doesn't have to do your tax. Don't hire him to do your taxes. Don't worry about him. Let him do whatever he's good at. But he's better at math than he is anything physical related.
He's gonna fucking hurt his back doing something on his
Like,
day off. You know it.
I mean,
He's done it
obviously.
before.
I mean, obviously, his fucking IKEA furniture was built too tall, so it hit him in the shin just wrong.
So you think an accountant's perfect for him?
Yeah, sit at a desk all day and just do, or stand at a desk all day if sitting hurts, and like just do math, just do numbers over and over again. All you're gonna do by doing that is get better at math. Like, it would hurt nobody to be an accountant. We need them. Just get better at simple math, and like you'll only improve because you're doing it day to day, and your like your brain mental abilities will only improve because you're straining yourself every day. Like it's being an accountant is actually like a fucking job we need people to do.
It's like you got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's not necessarily a starter job. He'll get paid well to do it.
I don't believe in him.
I mean, after he quit, yeah, it's hard to believe in someone. I get that.
Not even when he was working here.
Like, it's hard to believe in
if
someone.
if you can't fucking put in fucking cans inside the fucking machine, now I can't believe in you.
That's
Just
fair.
'cause your back hurts too. That shit fucking weighs like 2 pounds less.
Like
Can of plastic.
get a back brace, dude. Like some yeah, like again, yeah, it all goes back to like you got to start making smarter decisions. You can't like keep letting your back get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. That's why I bully the shit out of Mike all the time. Like when he
Mhm.
was going through his fucking back issues, I was like, yeah, but like the more you decide not to do things that you used to do because your back hurts, the harder it's going to be getting back into that. You have to like work your back into that shit. You have like I get scoliosis or like whatever your spine isn't straight. I'm not saying it's fucking easy, but you can't give up. That's the thing is like just because it's not easy does not mean you can give up.
Mhm.
Like you're only hurting yourself by not like it sounds stupid, but you should hurt yourself to hurt yourself. You should strain yourself so in the long run you're in a better place. And I'm not saying like hurt yourself, but like sometimes you got to make a tough decision, and it's like I'm going to hurt my back to tie my shoes instead of getting velcro shoes, right? Like your back's only going to keep hurting if you don't do the fucking motion.
I'll wear Velcro shoes.
I'm not saying anything bad about Velcro shoes. I'm just saying
I
like
know you're just saying like the yeah. What's wrong with Velcro shoes? What the?
yeah, there's nothing wrong with Velcro shoes. I'm just saying
You're just
like
saying
like
it look
like
looks a
boatman
little
and disc
childish.
like a better description is like boatman with disc golf. We would play disc golf all the time, and like he was getting pretty good at it, and then he hurts his back, and what he does is like he'll go and play right after he hurts his back and keeps hurting himself worse and worse and worse. But like instead of
Not
just
doing anything about it.
instead of giving himself a day to recover, give himself 2 days to recover. Like take a hot bath, ice your back, something, and then like get back into it. Like 3 days a break. Then you can like I don't know. Maybe I'm just the asshole.
I
maybe
don't
I'm
think that makes you an asshole. I
maybe I'm
think
just
that just makes you more aware.
like maybe I'm just an asshole for fucking having like sense. I can't say it's common sense, but I have like sense. I can
It
think.
can't be common sense because it's
It's
uncommon.
it's it's sure
You're one of
not
these
common, but
people.
I'm like I'm well educated, I guess. I'm fairly intelligent. I can think more than like a day in advance kind of thing. Like
Hmm.
I don't get it. Some people literally think the moment in front of them, and those people drive me fucking batshit.
Oh,
If you can't see the big picture or even like a week's worth of the picture, like what the fuck are you arguing with me about, kid?
get the fuck out of
Like get
here.
the fuck out of here. I'm 27, but I've been through some shit. Like I know what life is. I'm very well aware of like the struggles of fucking hurting my fucking spine and having to fix it. Like I fucking straight did parkour with my friends and fucked my
Parkour?
body. Yeah, parkour, hardcore parkour, like jumping on rooftops, doing all sorts of shit. And like I went to the and I and I fucked my body up and look at where I am now. I'm in a fairly decent place because I took care of myself. Because I thought, oh, if I give myself some fucking recovery time, I eat some protein, I take care of myself, I drink some fucking water, and like you get back into it. I went into the parkour gym once. I did a front
There's a
flip.
parkour gym?
Yeah, there's a parkour school here in Kaiser. There was for a while. I don't know if it's still there. I think they moved to Salem. But they literally had instructors that would teach you like the smart way to do parkour so you didn't hurt yourself. Uh, it was fucking sick. One of my buddies was like a regular there, and I think he turned out to be an instructor for a while. Uh, but that's not the point of my story. I like did a front flip at the parkour school once, hit my fucking neck on a mat. Like I fucking knew I landed wrong on this mat when I did my front flip, but I didn't like hurt myself in the moment. I was like fine. I was just a little jostled. The next morning, my fucking neck was at a 90-degree angle and I could not turn my fucking head at all. Literally, fucking a millimeter of movement was the second most severe pain of my life.
Second.
The most severe pain of my life has been whatever the fuck my stomach has done to me twice. I've had my stomach, or 3 times. I've had my stomach do this thing to me, and it happened once when I was younger. They thought it was appendicitis. Damn, I'm going on a fucking rant today. They thought I was had appendicitis. I got karate chopped in the fucking stomach by or karate stabbed in the stomach by a doctor. Uh,
Yeah.
the second time happened when I was like 18, I think, or yeah, I think I was like 18, and I again the doctors like said it was like Crohn's disease or some shit. They said it was like some fucking stomach issue, right? Which I mean makes sense because that's what like I was. struggling with stomach issues.
Hmm.
Um, but like it's only happened 3 times, and it's been the most severe pain of my life. Like the second time, I was in the hospital for 3 days, basically getting pumped on fucking pain meds, and they were taking my blood like 3 times a day, trying to fucking figure out what the fuck was wrong with me.
Did they figure it out?
No, they said it was like Crohn's disease, which I don't have. And then I went back to work. I literally I clocked out of the hospital. I checked out of the hospital. I went straight to Carl's Jr. I got a fucking big Carl combo. I went to work right after getting out of the hospital. I got the burger, went to work. Uh, and everyone at work was like, "Oh, you went to the Salem hospital? You're lucky you came out alive." So like,
You should have went to the Silverton
and
Hospital.
I was pretty young, so like, it kind of spooked me a little bit because I didn't know that much about hospitals. I had been in a few in my life, but it wasn't like I had knowledge of it.
We
Uh,
don't go to Salem Hospital.
yeah,
You go to Silverton.
that's what I. Yeah, I guess we go to the Silverton Hospital.
Why is that what they told you to?
No, they just told me not to go to the fucking Salem Hospital. Uh, but the moral of my story is like I've been through some shit and I understand how to like learn through and adapt through some struggles in my life. Like I don't understand how these people my age or 10 years older than me have not figured this simple shit out yet. And that's the end of my I took 20 minutes of this episode ranting.
Sheesh.
I'm sorry,
Maybe you
viewers.
are the asshole.
I maybe I am the asshole. I think I am the asshole. I also had notes, like I had a topic for this week and everything. And like if we, we're gonna be going
What's the
overtime.
topic?
The topic was cars.
Cars.
Yeah,
Are we
because
addicted to cars?
I mean, obviously. But you said you mentioned your what was it, a Sentra, and
Yeah, my Sentra.
and it like sparked some ideas in my head. I was gonna like ask you about how many cars you've had and like some of your like vehicle experiences.
I've only ever had the Sentra, and then after that, it went to the Jeep.
Oh, and then the fucking Evo is like the fucking that's the car, bro.
The cream of the crop.
Damn. Okay.
I moved up the ladder.
The Sentra was a good choice.
Well, I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a
No,
choice with the
I
Sentra.
I know you said it was like a triple pass down, right?
Yeah, triple hand me down.
Yeah, triple hand me down. Oh man.
That shit brought me everywhere though. That
Oh
shit took
man.
me to Washington and back.
I've heard
Look,
those Sentras are good. Like I've had nothing, like no complaints about them really.
but from that to the Jeep Wrangler, I'd go back to the Sentra. That's what I was saying. Remember?
Yeah. Damn. You don't like the
I'd,
Wrangler?
I I would have rather kept the Sentra as the
You
daily.
should have got a Cherokee or
The
like a
five
or a
hundred
grand
dollars
or
Sentra.
should have got a Grand Cherokee.
Is that cheaper?
No. It's there's no way it's
I
cheaper, but it's it would have been a better
don't think I
choice.
like the old Cherokees, I think.
The square ones?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
love
like
the
those
square
ones.
ones.
I
They
like
look
those ones
sick.
because those ones you can still lift and put big little big tires on it.
Fuck yeah.
Those are sick. Making a
Damn,
Pajero.
I kind of want to get a cheap one of those just as a fucking daily and then make my Magnum the fucking the project.
Make both the project.
Nah, we can't be having two projects.
One project
There's
at
no
at
such
a
thing as
time.
two
Yeah.
projects.
Yes, there is.
We do not do two projects at a time. Oh my god! So my fucking we were talking about sick ass cars the other day, the like the RX-7s, the fucking NSXs and shit. I totally fucking forgot my boss or one of my two boss like one of the bosses I had when I worked in Washington. He had he had like a Drift 240
240 SX.
yeah, I want to say it was a Drift 240 SX
Nissan
and it was fucking
240S.
So
I love those.
Here's the thing. It never drove. The entire time I worked there, it didn't drive once. We had to push it out. We had to push it out of the shop every day for customer cars, and we had to push it back into the shop at night when we closed. And it was so funny. It was like the sickest car too. It had like it definitely was a project. It wasn't fully put together. Like I think there were
Was
some
it? It was
mismatched
probably
pan.
miss. Yeah, it's probably missing stuff, right?
No, it had like all the body panels and shit, but it was like it needed drivetrain and like
Uh,
suspension and shit. But
uh,
it had enough to roll. It had enough to roll in and out, and it
mhm.
was heavy, so it definitely wasn't like missing a whole lot. But it was a cool little fucker. Damn, I wish I took pictures of that. I wish I had any of the pictures from that time.
You think it's still there?
I bet.
Not
I
rendered.
bet. No, I bet it runs, but I bet it's still there. Cause we had a couple of sick ass cars at that shop. That guy was a millionaire. The guy who owned that shop, he had to have been a millionaire. He had
Oh,
a
didn't you say he had an NSX?
no, the guy I went to college with, he had an NSX. But the this guy that I
Jeez.
worked or that owned the shop I worked at, I did work
Hmm.
with him, but fuck what I was gonna say. He owned one of those like the original Beetles that was
Uh-huh.
uh in what I would call like dark wine red,
Yeah.
the cherry like wine red dark pearlescent, and it was the like lowered with the slant. Uh, I think was it camber. I think the wheels were cambered,
Hmm.
and the fucking
Why would he camber those wheels?
and it was fucking it was either camber or caster. I can't remember. Because nobody would tow out those wheels. It'd be stupid. Um, but they looked kind of good because it was lowered, and then it had like the sick white all white rims, and that car alone was like appraised at I think $1.3 million. We had
$1 million?
we yeah 1.3
Why
million.
was it in fabulous condition?
It was in pristine condition. The car was
Pristine.
perfect. This guy took care of his stuff. He had a lot of car or like a lot of stuff. He
Well, who did he get that one from? His dad?
the bug.
Probably a family
I
member,
think
right?
he bought the bug from an auction,
Mm. For $1 million?
probably for a
Or
little
probably
less.
last, right?
Probably a
Yeah.
little less, yeah.
It's probably worth
He
more, right?
he
It's probably worth $2 million now.
honestly, yeah. Like he damn, like honestly, that was the business model that I was about to go after when I left college, and then I just like
He just
I cheated out. I turned into a Jeffrey and a Matt, and now I get stoned at work, and I fucking the guy you guys know me is like 50% energy. I feel
50.
weak. If I didn't smoke weed, I'd be cracked, homie.
You'd be at a hundo.
Dude, if I didn't smoke weed, I'd at least be at 80 on on like a regular basis.
50 is okay.
50 is not bad.
You don't need to be 100 at work.
No, I definitely don't need to be
Then
100 to
that'll
work.
probably drop.
But dude, like I'd be fucking cracked. I forgot about how much like brain power I had when I didn't smoke weed. And I don't like I'm not blaming it on the weed. I'm blaming it on myself for sure, but I feel like, honestly, I was telling Seth the other day at work. I was like, I feel dumb as shit. Like, I fucking left an industry that would have been making me like three times as much money. And that's three times as much money. I don't start my own business. If I start my own business, five times as much money. And like,
You could have been changing oil.
I could have been, I could be changing oil for myself as a business model and make twice as much as I make now, probably. And I just don't have it in me anymore. Like something turned off in my head. Like I just clicked I checked out. I checked out of trying.
I need to start changing people's oil.
Honestly, we should do that. We should literally just duo up, like do oil changes around the block. Like do what's it called? Mobile mechanic.
Mobile mechanic.
Yeah, do like oil changes, alternators, like easy shit.
Yeah.
Like I have a couple friends who graduated college with me who do that, and I know they make good money. I don't know how much they make, but I know they make good money.
It's probably a little something.
It's definitely enough to get
It's
by
got to
because
be like
I see him posting the shit on Snapchat, like the big ass bottles of fucking henny or the fucking joints, like
I
he
I'll do
the
that.
fucking the new fucking watch or whatever. Like I know he making it good. Oh,
New
this
Rolex.
one guy I graduated with, the guy I told you makes music and whatnot. I don't know if he still makes music, but he just posted on his Snapchat that he made like firefighter of the year or some shit in his
Firefighter of the year
yeah,
in
dude.
the whole state.
In his in his whatever like branch or whatever the fuck they do it by,
Uh-huh.
and it was like I felt really proud of that kid because that's not the first time he's posted like some big shit going on in his life. He's made a lot of moves, and he keeps adapting and doing different jobs and excelling at it. He was like top, I think he was like top two in our class, and then he kept going up. Guy's a
Mhm.
fucking legend. Shout out to Matt Moore. One T. Matt with one T. MAT. I'm not gonna fucking dox him, but like that guy, legend.
Matt Moore.
He has a fucking sick name.
Matt Moore. Sounds like a rapper. Huh?
Yeah, he is a
Matthew
rapper
Moore.
too. Matthew Moore.
Matt Moore.
Matt Moore.
Macklemore?
No, Matthew Moore. Oh shit! That's funny if you went by Matthew Moore, that would be fucking funny.
Matthew Moore. What's next on the list?
Uh
There's no
oh
list.
oh, I was gonna well, I asked you about your cars and then you had like
Yeah, what's yours? What's
uh
yours?
so
What'd you start out with?
m-
Did you get a triple hand me down too?
uh kind of. It wasn't a triple
Quad-
hand me down
Quadruple?
I don't have siblings, so it wasn't really like a hand me down, but it was like
Yeah, but
a
he could have a hand me down from the family.
it was a really old well, I say really old. 5 years older than me. A 1991 Ford Probe. Uh, if you don't know what a Ford
I
Probe
do
is,
not know what a fucking Ford
I
Probe
I
is.
will find a picture of that of not that car, but a 91 Ford Probe and send it to you real quick. Uh,
Sounds like a fucking alien having a good night.
it was an interesting car. If I can find one in the same color as it. Oh, you know what? That's a great picture of the back. I'll share that with you. I had that, and that thing was invincible.
Ford Probe.
So that's the back end, and then I'm gonna find another one of the front end. They uh, they made these things invincible. I'm not kidding you. This thing would not die no matter how much I tried. I uh,
That shit actually looks sick.
I definitely. Are you looking at other pictures?
If it popped up with it, Ford Probe GT.
One second,
Sheesh.
it was basically that gray. The second picture I sent you. It was a little darker than that, but yeah, that was like a hand me down from my grandma. I think my mom drove it too.
With the pop-ups?
Yeah, dude, with the pop ups. Uh, that's like the only thing I like about the Miata. That's why I was like, you don't like a Miata? And then I was like, well, I don't really like a Miata either, unless it's got a V8 in it. Uh,
Ford Probe.
but that thing was invincible. It drove all the way from here in town where I live, all the way to the school I went to college at, without an alternator belt, or at some
Uh-huh.
point it shredded it, I guess. So that thing lived on all battery power for 10 miles. I think it's the 10 miles.
Hmm.
Uh, it's pretty impressive for a car. Most cars will not even start without an alternator belt, let alone continue to run without it. But it was brakes day, and I pulled it up to the bay door and I parked it right outside of the bay. We get into class, we do the lecture, we get to lab. I open up the bay door. Car won't start. I'm like, the fuck? So I pushed it into the fucking bay. Or maybe we got it in the bay before we started, and I didn't have to push it in now that I'm thinking about it. But like we lifted it up, and I was inspecting the brakes, and I remember like seeing the frayed, shredded belt that was not connected to anything. And I remember like seeing it with my flashlight and going, well, "That doesn't look right." And I like asked my fucking. He's technically like shop lead, I guess. He
Mhm.
wasn't an instructor, but he was like the coolest guy, Daniel. He came and he taught us so much and he helped us so much, but he was not an instructor. But he comes over, he looks at it, and he goes, "Yeah, you don't have an alternator belt, and you're not gonna get home without one." And I'm like, "Yeah, I didn't think so." And he's like, "Do you want me to just order you one?" And because we're a school, he just can order parts like a fucking shop can. Sick as fuck. I got an alternator belt by lunchtime. So that was, I think, my first time doing an alternator belt in that car.
Ford
Maybe
Probe.
the second time because I technically did the starter, but I can't remember if it was the same belt. That car had two belts. It wasn't like one serpentine.
Oh,
It had two belts.
uh,
Um, which I actually kind of dig two belts better than fucking one.
what do you think I could fit in a Ford Probe? That shit does look sick.
You like it?
Yeah,
It
I
does look.
see. I see one. I see one for like $2,000.
So like, hey, that's a good deal. I'll tell you what, because that thing will never die. And if it does, it's simple as shit. They're like so easy to work on. Like the hardest thing I ever had to work on with it was the starter. Took me like 3 hours to do the starter for the first time. But it's
Mm,
also because you're technically like this was before I did any training automotive. Like I didn't know anything what I was doing. Uh, took me 3 hours because you're technically supposed to remove one of the fucking like support beams to get the starter out. But I spent like 2 hours, I want to say, trying to puzzle piece this starter into different directions until it came out of the gap I had.
mhm.
And I did it. Uh, but yeah, that was a sick ass car. And then after that, I had a. I don't think I had anything in between the probe and this. I had a green Camaro,
Mhm.
and the green Camaro is what I always call my first car as. It was a 94, 96, 94 Camaro. It had the 3.4 liter Vortec V6. The first engine I ever took apart in automotive when I was in college.
Mhm.
Pretty sick fucking thing. Didn't take that one apart, but I took a 3.4 liter V6 Vortec apart. All the way down to the crankshaft to put it back together. Still had good compression. That's how good I am at my job. Gotta brag. The green Camaro had a lot of stories. The only story I'm gonna tell about it is the way it got fucking destroyed, and that was because a stupid, dumb, fucking drunk bitch with her two children, 4 and 6 year old children, in the back seat, was driving drunk in her stupid Ford fucking minivan, and shredded her car and barely bent my fucking rear axle and wheel.
And totaled it?
Fucked up my rear fucking fender, and they said it was totaled.
Damn.
We bought it back and then fixed it, and it drove good for a while, but it
Never felt the same.
it was never the same. Yeah. It was probably my favorite car of all time. Nothing's ever driven better than that.
What
That
happened to her?
what happened to her? I hope she fucking killed herself.
Did
Risking
she
her
go to jail?
children's life like that, I hope she fucking killed herself. Oh,
Did she
she
go to
got her.
jail?
Oh yeah, she got arrested. Her husband had to come and fucking pick up the kids. He was driving like a little Nissan Frontier. I want to say this is a cute little Nissan Frontier, silver.
Well,
People
how'd
ask
you
how
do?
good
How'd you do? She was drunk as shit. Did she just came out the car?
well, no. So what happened was I was inside and I heard the fucking crash and I went, "Please don't be my car. Please don't be my fucking car." And my girlfriend goes at the time goes outside and she's like, "It sure as shit it was your car." And I was like, "Fucking course it was." she fucking ripped her entire front wheel off. Like it was literally off, dangling by, I want to say, just the tie rod end.
Uh-huh.
She slid down the block about 5 car lengths more, and her car died. And she tried to keep starting it, but she
She was
killed
trying to get away.
she yeah she was trying to get away. She killed her van on my wheel. So that's why I was telling Seth, like, he was asking about cars, and I was like, don't get a fucking Ford van. Any Ford van, don't get it. It's gonna fucking shred if you hit anything.
Do you
Hit a
think it just
parked
pulled out some electrical?
Hit my parked car, fucked the whole van up. It
Do you
pulled out
think
the
that's
wheel, it pulled out electrical, it fucked the lights up. That fucking thing wouldn't start. Like it No, it fucks some shit up.
uh,
I was mad about my car, but I was more mad that she had fucking kids in her car. Like that shit's absolutely unfucking acceptable.
did you went off on her?
I
Or you just stayed inside you like you didn't want to deal with this shit?
let's say I got held back. Let's
Mm,
say I got held back.
you didn't get money for that?
I did.
Or you did, right? With
I
the
did.
insurance, whatever.
Yeah, with the insurance. Yeah. I got more than we paid for it, so
Oh,
that was nice. After that, I got a red Camaro. I had a '88 IROC Z that was not an IROC Z. Oh man, that car was a nightmare. The more I think about it, I just got a
was
headache.
that the one you recently sold?
Yeah. So that yeah. Uh uh fuck. So that car I bought because I really wanted another Camaro, and I specifically wanted a third gen instead of a fourth gen because I wanted it to be easier to work on because the
Mm.
engine space is better. Uh I don't know what my dumbass was thinking, but I picked up this project car, a mechanic special.
We talked about the mechanic
Are
specials.
are you ready for what was all fucked up with this car?
Let's see. Let's hear it.
So it was a factory IROC Z. The engine was a 305 out of a Monte Carlo. The
Yeah.
transmission, I'm pretty sure, was the same 4-speed automatic that was in the Camaro. The yeah, the drive shaft was from a Corvette.
So they're just
They were playing fucking Legos with my car.
that just sounds like shit.
The electrical was a nightmare because it was a TPI engine, tuned port injection motor, when it was the IROC Z with the 350, right?
Mm.
They converted it to a carburetor. Why did I buy that car? They told me the head gaskets were blown, and I bought that car. By the way, the head gaskets were not blown. I took the whole engine apart to put new head gaskets in it because they told me they were blown. I trusted them. I don't trust people. I don't trust
You
shit
should
from
not. You should
anyone.
not trust a fucking mechanic special. Not even I would trust a mechanic
Oh
special.
god. And then after I fucking put the new head gaskets on, put it all back together, fucking shit was good and dandy. You know the Windsor Island Loop?
No.
Okay. Well, I was test driving it out on the Windsor Island Loop, overheated. Fucking put a new fucking top hose and what the fuck is it called? Thermostat in and the fitting.
Mm.
Take it for another test drive out there. Overheated again. Like what? I think
The
I'm
re-
just I think I'm just magnetic to like problems.
the reason we got rid of my Sentra is just when it drives, they always just like a like you could feel it like move up.
What do you mean?
Like I don't know how you say it. Like probably like first gear, it like jumps up. You know?
Oh, like it bucks?
Yeah. No matter what we did, change transmission, whatever, change engine, same shit.
It bucked?
Yeah.
That's wild. Yeah, that's a steering and suspension problem, not a transmission and engine problem.
Uh,
That's fucking wild. So like, yeah, what's that was front wheel drive, right?
hmm
So more than likely, I'm not gonna say guaranteed, but more than likely, what's happening is that fucking that drive shaft wheel, the power wheel, and
hmm
the wheel not going, or the fucking shaft, like the idle shaft that goes to the other wheel. What's happening is one of those is not fucking like perfectly straight, and that bearing's fucked up. So when it shifts, it fucking like eccentric. Fuck, I can't say it. It it basically makes it worse, the problem worse, so you notice it.
hmm Because we thought it was the engine mounts too.
I mean, that could like if it was engine mounts, you'd be feeling it do it all the time. Like like bucking and shit like that is usually when like if it's one time or like not. How do I say that? So there's like intermittent problems and consistent problems.
hmm
And like if it was like you started up and it's just like bucking uncontrollably, then that's when I would think it was an engine mount. But you said specifically when it shifts from like whatever to first gear. Like
Uh,
that's when you feel it. Like that's what tells me it's not uh, a mount.
I mean that that makes sense.
So after the red Camaro, I got the S10,
Yes,
the red S10 that I had, and that thing was all right. It's pretty good. Lasted me a good time until I fucking fell asleep driving and slammed it into the back of a or the front of a fucking trailer hitch. Didn't break my
isn't that when you
radiator.
sold it?
Didn't fucking break my no. No, I kept it for a while after that.
But
Um,
then you sold it?
I sold it when it started having problem after problem.
Uh-huh.
It like what happened was one day I was pulling out of my driveway and like my whole ass rear what the fuck was it on that? I can't remember what kind of suspension it had in the rear, but whatever it was connecting the fucking wheel to the suspension like snapped, so the rear end just dropped.
hmm
I think I have a picture of that somewhere actually. And then after that happened, it had like I think after that then the fucking radiator fucking blew, and then the fucking some other shit happened, and I was like, three problems is enough for me. Three strikes and you're out, truck. Um, but I also caused all of those problems. I'm sure. Not gonna lie. I went, oh, it's a truck. I'm gonna abuse the fuck out of this, and
I mean, I'd abuse the truck too.
I sure did. I
Fucking
sure
lower that
abused the
shit.
shit. Oh man, an S10 should be lowered. An S10 should be lowered. Those things are way too high for a tiny truck.
I like the S10s.
They're pretty dope. It's actually like I kind of miss it. I his name was Juice.
Juice.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you ever watch Sons of Anarchy?
No.
Oh. There's a character that has the name Juice. That's where I got the nickname Juice from. But he also was the red color of like cranberry juice, so it kind of worked.
Uh-huh. Ah, okay. And then what?
I like to name all my cars. I don't know.
What is it? And then next to what is your
The
grandma's
the
car?
yeah the white Buick I drove until I got my Magnum, the
Does that count or no?
Maggers. The Buick, technically, I'm gonna say it counted because, like, at one point she said she was just gonna give it to me, so I'm taking it as counted. I drove that car as if it were my own for a while,
Uh-huh. Just sell it.
while my 73-year-old grandmother like walked and took the bus.
You stole the car from your grandma.
She said she liked the cardio and for some reason
Yeah, she
appreciate.
only said that. She's lying.
No, hey, look, I'm just repeating the lies she told me. She told me she liked the cardio and that she liked taking the bus because it saved her money on gas. I don't
Are
know.
you a dick? I don't
I
know.
think I'm the dick. I'm definitely the asshole.
Are you the asshole?
Oh my god, I'm definitely the asshole.
And then the Magnum.
And now the maggers.
And what do you call a Magnum?
I was thinking about just calling it Maggie. So stupid. But I feel like the car deserves more.
It's the Trojan Magnum.
Oh my god. I call it thick stuff.
Cream of the creme.
Oh, I could call it cream.
Cream of the crop. Cream?
Why don't I just call it cream pie?
Just call it cream pie.
What a good cream pie.
God damn.
All right.
Oh, that was a long ass story. How long was that? God damn. That's like
We've been going for 50
40.
minutes.
Shit. 50 minutes of. We started off with met quit.
The rant about people not being able to figure their shit out.
No, it was the coffee before.
Oh yeah, the coffee.
The rant about the coffee.
This
Then
is
people.
this is episode 21, by the way. We didn't intro the
This
number.
is episode 21.
We're finally legal.
Then about coffee. Not coffee. Then. No, it was about people getting this shit, right?
Yeah. We definitely talked
And then
about.
the coffee. Because I was the Google Doodle.
Oh
And
yeah.
then. And then about cars, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fif-
Damn, 51 minutes. And we're gonna take
40 minutes about cars.
and we're gonna take another fucking
20 minutes on
no.
Am I the Asshole?
No. No. We're doing 5. We're gonna make a rule. We gotta make a rule
5?
so we have to have limits. We're gonna do 5. 5.
5?
5.
5.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Am I the asshole for asking my mother to leave because she won't stop wasting my food?
What did you do with the food? Is she eating it? Are we not getting into it? How's she wasting it? Is she giving it to the Salvation Army? Is she giving it to the homeless?
Oh my god. Here we go. So, my mother. Okay, I'm not going to read all of this because there's like way too much. My
Right.
mother decided it was unacceptable for her not to eat breakfast. I told her I appreciate it, but I do not usually eat breakfast. She said that was stupid. I very clearly communicated to her that she was welcome to eat anything in my home, but to please not make me breakfast, as it is a waste. She made breakfast the following day. I walked out without eating it. I figured worst case scenario, I could eat it for supper. She threw it out since I didn't eat it. I told her once more, please do not waste my food. She made breakfast for me the next day. I asked her if she was developing dementia. She is wasting my food for no good reason. I'm not poor. I'm not poor or anything, but wasting food is a pet peeve of mine. She said I was being ungrateful for her help, and she was doing it to be nice since I was letting her stay with me. I explained to her again that I did not need, want, require, or desire breakfast during the week. She said she understood. She made me breakfast the next day. No, no,
I think
no.
they're both assholes.
Oh shit, are you ready for this? She made me breakfast the next day. I had enough. I took her luggage with me, and when I dropped her off at my sister's home, we're not going to read any further because there is like 4 more paragraphs. I no, I don't think they're both. I don't think they're both
I
assholes.
think
I
they're
think the
both assholes. Her
why?
mom's trying to be courteous, see, and then she says she doesn't like to waste food, so she doesn't eat it. which is wasting food. So they're both wasting food technically.
But she
But
told her
the
not
mom
to
did start.
make the
The mom
breakfast.
did started it. She did start it.
She told her not to make the
Tell her
breakfast
dementia ass.
three
Put her in a
times.
group home. Put her in a group home.
Yeah, put her in a group home. I don't
That
think you're an
shit's
asshole.
canceled. Yeah,
After three
I don't
tries,
think
you're
so
not the
either.
asshole. Am I the asshole for
But why did she throw it away though?
Because she's an idiot. Am I the asshole for?
The mom, don't know. I'm not done with this. The mom should have fucking saved it and ate it for herself tomorrow.
And yet,
But she throws
she's
it
an
away
idiot.
because she's an idiot with dementia.
I don't think she
Okay,
has dementia. I think she was just making a joke.
she's just stupid.
Yeah, I think she was
No.
just being an asshole by asking if she has dementia. Which I mean, that would be an asshole, but like,
That's funny. You fucking drops it like it drops it. That was a boss move right
that
there.
is a boss move.
All right, next.
Am I the asshole for humiliating my daughter for making her tell her relatives that she isn't graduating and paying me back for all the rental stuff? My daughter was supposed to graduate college this semester. We have been talking about her graduation party for 7 months. She wanted to do. Uh, she.
so he like ordered like rental shit, right?
We're,
For her
we're,
graduation.
we're, we're, we're working there. One sec. We have already sent out the invites, and multiple relatives have booked flights to come back to come up. The issue is my daughter isn't graduating. She lied to everyone for at least for at least 4 months. She failed a class she need to graduate last semester and didn't inform anyone. She told us this yesterday. The party is in about a month. Everything has been paid for already. So I informed her she needs to call all her relatives and explain the situation. If they can't get a refund for their flights, I expect her to offer to pay them back. I also informed her she needs to pay back the rental price since I can't get a refund for some stuff. This resulted in a huge argument, and she is calling me a jerk for humiliating her. I explained that it is her fault, and if she had informed us months ago, this wouldn't be happening. My husband thinks I'm being a bit harsh, but is sticking with me. Edit. She knew she failed the class by break the first week of December. She had all December, January, February, and this March to inform us and didn't. She continues to plan with us for the graduation party and never informed us she wasn't graduating. It was a core class offered once a year. She will need to take it in the fall. She knew she wasn't graduating. The school isn't letting her walk. She will have to walk at the December one. Multiple people are asking what I would have done if she informed me. I would have moved I would have moved the to the party and help. I think she put a two in on accident. I would have moved the party and helped her figure out how to make the best out of the extra semester. Probably would have looked into if she can add a quick minor, but can't do that now since most of the summer classes have been filled. No, I do not think you're an asshole for making your adult child act as though they are an adult. They need to grow the fuck up.
I
If it,
don't think she should pay.
why?
Why should she pay?
She
Just cause she
because she
didn't
didn't.
tell them?
Yeah, because they fucking spent money on flights and rental shit that like could have easily been avoided if you had just been an honest adult and been like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna graduate," but continued to plan the graduation. No, no, that's some childish behavior. I don't think the parent's the asshole. I think the parent did exactly what they should have done.
I'm sure they can move the dates, even if it's all paid for.
I don't know. Like, oh,
Or or
oh, you mean like reschedule flights and stuff, maybe?
yeah, reschedule flights or schedule out all the rental shit till.
Maybe. But at that point, I think the
I feel
graduating
like
has
they'll
been
charge a
thrown out.
little bit more though, but or they'll probably charge a little bit more on top just to change it.
I think the only way you're gonna actually the only thing I think you would save money on is the flights because airports are always overbooked. So if you like change a flight to a later time, they usually like cheapen your flight.
Uh huh.
I don't know about rental companies for other shit though.
And I don't think they're gonna give refunds.
No.
And who knows if they even want to go anymore.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Like we don't know if the girl's even going to graduate at all at that point. Um. All right. Am I the
Not
asshole?
the,
What? No. Yeah, not the asshole.
not the asshole.
Am I the asshole for refusing to let my parents see my daughter?
No, it's
No.
your
Your
kid.
kid. Yep. Your
Simple as
kid.
that.
Your call. That was a simple one.
Simple.
Am I the asshole for not defending my soon-to-be wife when my dad yelled at her and kicked her out?
That's what she gets for being a whore.
I don't think you should have Okay, I don't think. See, this is a tough
Did
one.
did
I've
did he kick
literally
you out
been
of
in
your own
situa.
house?
I've been in situations like this before. I think in that scenario, you do not have to defend anyone. I think you need to play mediator. And if you didn't play mediator well enough to level the field, then yeah, I think you kind of are an asshole. You should have done enough to like defuse.
De-escalate.
Yeah, like bring it down. But the fact that it got to her being yelled at and kicked out, like,
What
and
if
let
he got? What if he kicked her out of her own house?
you mean out of his house?
Yeah,
I mean, even at that point, it's like, it's his house, but he probably should have been. What am I saying?
mediator.
Yeah, like the husband should have been playing like some kind of like middle game. I think
I
you're a
would
dipshit.
I would have just left with the wife. Be like,
Yeah,
yeah, we'll talk about this later.
he kind of yeah, like yeah. That's also
S-
a better option.
Simple, simple.
Uh, am I the asshole for getting mad at a girl for asking my boyfriend to sleep over at hers?
No,
What the
what the
fuck?
fuck?
Am I the asshole for getting mad at a girl for asking my boyfriend to sleep over at her? Oh,
No. I mean,
um,
yeah. No,
n-
no, no.
no, I don't think you're an asshole, but I think that's a weird situation to be in.
I mean, of course you're gonna get mad. That's simple too. That's simple. Simple, simple. Next question. Next one.
Damn. I think that was five, but fine, I'll do six just for you. Am I the asshole for telling my brother our mother isn't the problem? His wife is the common denominator with all the drama. Whew.
That could be her personal opinion, but I'd say no.
No. I think if you bring it to them in a logical, thought out manner, no, you're not the asshole. And that
But
has
if you're
been,
just saying that with no reason, you're the asshole,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, if you're just saying it like out of pocket to start some more drama, then maybe you're the common denominator.
And that has been
Everyone's
A
favorite segment.
am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole?
Uh,
Um,
uh,
well, that was a fucking banger episode. An hour and 3 minutes. Knocked it right out of the park.
I think the last one was the better one.
The last one was pretty fucking fire. The one before that slapped, though.
God damn, we gotta hear it again.
Yeah, dude. I'm going to start listening to our own podcast at this point, which is weird for me. I never listen to my own stuff.
Jeez. Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining me again for another sick ass episode of the Addicted Podcast.
Boom.
Thank you all for listening.
Thank
And
you. Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you.
you know the deets. Check out the fucking at Raising Lazarus YouTube channel. See us play some fucking Halo, maybe some Call of Duty soon. The games. There's always a try something new Tuesday every Tuesday, right? So like check it out. Other than that, roll the
And
music.
on and on out.
And on out. Me out. I'm bad. I should not do that with you. I should just let you beatbox alone.